Okay, so on these types of problems, you just have to think about everything that you have learned. So we've learned about vertical angles being congruent. We've learned about those parallel lines with the transversal. We have corresponding angles are congruent, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles. And then in the previous lesson, you just learned that all of the angles of a triangle add up to 180. One thing we've also learned previous chapters is a linear pairs or even a set of three that are against a line should add up to 180. And then in this lesson, you had just learned about isosceles triangles having their base angles being congruent. So here is an isosceles triangle. And so we have marked one base angle congruent. Let's see if I can find the right color, but we're going to mark this second one. That will be congruent. So you can see that E up here, and you could even say this one is also kind of E. I know that they like to use different letters, but sometimes if you use the same letter, you know that they're equal. So D is congruent to E, and then there's two D's down here in that triangle. And really you just kind of start somewhere and see what you can find out. So here, I'm going to start with this vertical angle. So B is congruent to 56. And then I see that A and B are linear pairs. So A is going to be 124. Okay, so after that one, I was kind of stuck for a while. I see a triangle here with NP and 56. I see NC and D. I see DD and H. And then these triangles over here, but that just wasn't getting me anywhere until I finally realized that there is a big triangle. So sometimes you got to look for the bigger triangle. So here, why is that not working here? This big triangle out here. And why did I choose that one? I still have two unknowns. But if I look, E and E make up one of these angles, and then D is the other one, and they're all congruent. So I have E plus E on one angle, and then I have 66, and then I have D down there. And D and E are all equal. So I could say I could substitute in E for that D. And now I have an equation with only one variable. So this is really what's going to be the breakthrough on this picture. And you just have to keep looking at these pictures until you see something new, until you see something that will help you. So 3E's plus 66 is 180, which means that E is 38. I skipped a step in there, but so E is 38, and that's going to be very helpful because there's lots of those. Two up here, and then down here, we know that both of these are going to be 38. That then gives us H pretty quickly. We can calculate H is 76. K is next to H. They're a linear pair, so I can say that K is 104. What are some other things? So P and D are going to be corresponding. So for the two parallel lines, and this bottom one is a transversal, D and P are corresponding, so that's also going to be 38. That then leads me to find N, which is 86. I can then find that C in between. Coming over here, I now have 38, 66, and F equals 180, so I can find that one. And then F, G, and 38 will be 180, so I can find that one. So it's just looking through the picture and trying to find something that will help you out. I also see that there's a big triangle over here. But in this case, that one wasn't very helpful because this one wasn't even labeled, and so we weren't looking at that. You could have also found a triangle right here that was a big one. But again, this top angle wasn't labeled and wasn't one that we were finding. So unless that one came easily to you, then that might not have been very helpful. Okay, I'm going to go back to a couple from lesson 4.1 and just work some of these. So number 8 right here. Now, this is the first time I'm looking at it, so bear with me as I do some calculations and figure some things out. I'm just going to be looking for what do I see, obviously, like just that stands out to me first. So I see a linear pair here. So 133 and B will add up to 180. So B is going to be 47. And then what else do I see? I see vertical angles here, not too helpful yet. Well, I could do this little one right in here is also 47, but I don't know if that's going to help me yet. Oh, I can get on the other side of the 140, so that's going to be 40. And then that will help me find D. So I have 40 and 47, and D are 180. So D is going to be 93. And then when I find that one, I can go across here. This one is also 93. It's going to get me there. So 93 and 40 is 133, and 180 minus 133 is 47. So this one is also 47, and that one is 47. So then E is going to be 180 minus 94. So E is going to be 86. Let's see. I could keep going. This was 40, so this one here is 40. 71 plus 40 is 111. 180 minus 111 is 69. So that one is 69. I still just need C and the one next to C so that I can get this last triangle. So maybe I want to do the big triangle. So this big one over here is E47 and this blank one. And E is 86. So 86, 47, and then my X that I'm trying to find needs to add up to 180. So 180 minus 86 minus 47 is 47. So this little one left is 47, and then I have 69 and 47 is 116. So 180 minus 116 is 64. So this one in there is 64. So then 180 minus 64 is the 116. So C is 116. So this one is 64, and then 47 and 64 is 111, and 180 minus 111 is 69. So a lot of the same numbers used on this one, but just going around and see, we did have to use a bigger triangle in that one as well.